Held to the SVG League with champions rise to courage and honor. They claim the prize in the realm of combat with glories unfurled. Behold the greatest calf players of the world. From every corner they come to test the metal true. In the heat of battle they'll see it through. With fists of fury and hearts of flame, they etch their legacy in the annals of fame. Held to the SVG League with champions rise to courage and honor. They claim the prize in the realm of combat with glories unfurled. Behold the greatest calf plays a dance, a primal symphony where strength meets skill in perfect harmony. For the thrill of victory they'll take the stand in the SVG League with greatness.
All right, Wheezy, here we go once again. SVG War 60, a big one. And we're coming from Amsterdam, Netherlands. Another big card, Wheezy.
Yeah, I cannot wait for this card, man. Stacked top to bottom. We got a lot of good talent on this card, man. And plus being in Amsterdam, we want to throw something special on for the fans here.
Absolutely. Light up your doobies, pour your beer, and we got the first fight of the night. We got Svg taking on the D-Man, a.k.a. The Future. And it'll be interesting to see how these two newcomers make their debut.
Yeah, I haven't really seen a lot of it from them, but I'm excited to see what they've got to offer.
Teep kick from the D-Man as he pushes him back, and an axe kick, too, lands on the head of Ziggy. One to the body, but Zig fires back with a 3 to the gut. Make it 4 to the gut. They might have to call him the body snatcher. D-Man moving forward. Ziggy blasts a head kick, but it's blocked, and then a nice lead right hook landed by the D-Man. And so look at that. Sneaky clinch action. Rip to the stomach. Superman elbow. He goes for 2 of them, but gets caught with an overhand.
These guys are getting after it in this fight.
Yeah, you can see that D-Man definitely has some kickboxing experience. He's put together some nice combos early.
Ooh.
Oh, he leaned right into a head kick. Ziggy blasts 2 head kicks back to back. The second one folded D-Man. He's looking for the GMP, but D-Man able to hold on. Wheezy, that landed clean, chin to chin. But look at this, he's in some trouble now.
Yeah, you got a big stamina advantage too here.
And look at it, there goes 50% of Ziggy's bar as the D-Man, he able to hit him with that futuristic armbar. Nice right straight, right hook lands as well.
And he's still in some danger here. With
big denial, yes. He could be looking at another submission attempt here. I mean, he's got no stamina.
Somehow he forced himself back to guard.
And he rolls him and gets the sweep. My goodness. Guillotine attempt. He can go for it dang near right away. But look at this. He opts to go to mount. Interesting choice. Throws some big shots and an elbow. He rocks him. Ziggy looks to buck. But again, he gets to buck. This time he recovers the half guard. Looks to take the back, but D-Man is having none of it.
Oh my goodness. This is punishment right here.
Absolutely, but Ziggy had the wherewithal to get out of the way of the elbow. Even though he went through all that trouble, I mean, the permanent head and body health is not completely lost.
Right. Absolutely.
Another head kick by Zig. And a big body kick by Zig. Left hook lands flush. Beautiful. Ooh, nice yeah, beautiful check hook by D-Man. Right hook lands again. Jab to the body. Zig shoots for the takedown. Trips his feet from under him and lands in the half guard.
Nice deny there.
And look at this. He was going for a triangle, but that's going to be the end of the round. Hell of a first round, Wheezy.
Yeah, that was action-packed. That was all gas, no breaks there.
Ziggy was blasting a couple head kicks that got through very nice for him. But ultimately, the Future had some power in those shots. He rung his bell and dropped him. I mean, that head kick, though, I don't know how he ate that. He got crumpled. He leaned into it, and, I mean, chin to chin, it does not get better than that for a head kick. He leaned into it.
Yeah, that's picture perfect. I don't know. That had to have been his best shot, and we'll see if he can, throw something like this out here in the second round and make something stick.
That is 3 different angles we've got on it, and I'm telling you, every time I see it, I don't know how the Future was able to eat that shot, but hell of a chin. He's got that nuclear chin. Touch of the gloves? Nope, no touch of the gloves to start the second round. Both guys coming in a little cautious. Ziggy marching him down and walks right into his turning back kick. Doubles up on the calf kicks and eats a hook and another spinning back kick.
Oof.
Little leg kick into the body kick. Kicking combos. A little taekwondo action.
And these guys are definitely liking to use their legs quite a bit here.
Yeah, oh, wow.
Ooh,
1-2 head kick. He got through the block. 2 rips to the gut. Knee to the gut. Left hook downstairs. D is walking forward. Wings an overhand. It falls on the block. Spinning back fist rings his bell.
That was a pretty technique there.
Absolutely. Ziggy just blasts those head kick with minimal setup. And look at this. D hits him back with another head kick.
He's looking for something fancy, it seems like.
1, 2, 3. Right hook and then a spinning back kick. Left hook just missed. Ziggy kicks him in the gut once again. He's retreating and just blasting those kicks, hoping that D walks into it. Right hook folds Ziggy. He pushes him down and tries to axe kick him on the ground. Nice right hand. Caught him with the spinning back fist on the way down. Mix the axe kick.
Yeah, I like that hook into that spinning back fist.
Not bad at all. Couple of clinch work here from Ziggy. Couple of left hooks there. Spinning back elbow this time by D. Another spinning back elbow. Spinning back kick.
A lot of fancy techniques coming out here by the future.
Checks the kick, does Ziggy. Fires back a calf kick of his own. Checks the kick again.
Oh my goodness.
Blasts the body kick. Blasts the head kick, but the future was nowhere near him. Blast the head kick and it gets through again. Blast another one. And now a low kick. A body kick. He is just kicking him like left and right. He loves those big roundhouses.
Yeah, he loves the kicks.
Another head kick lands for Ziggy.
Out here looking like a Yair Rodriguez.
Something just like him. Right hook lands. Spinning elbow coming up. Nope. I thought he was going to throw the one elbow into the other.
Head kick.
Body kick by Ziggy.
These guys are just trading some rocks here.
Spinning back kick. That zapped all the gas out of the tank, as did that one. Oh, the hook sits him down. No follow-up. He's trying to get him with a one-hitter quitter.
Trying to display his power a bit.
Calf kick again by Ziggy. Still on the back foot. Blast another head kick. Teep kick. And look at that.
Oh, my goodness.
Ziggy came in with the teep to the body, and the future blasts him with an axe kick over the top, smokes him, and separates him from his consciousness in the second round.
Yeah, my goodness. What a fight. These guys came out here and put on a little bit of a show for everybody.
Yeah, you see Ziggy wearing the crimson mask. He was eating a lot of big shots, whereas, you know, D-Man didn't eat quite as many shots, but he ate a lot of head kicks. Ziggy was landing those head kicks.
Yeah, I mean, excellent fight by both guys. These guys came out here in their debuts and gave it everything they had, you know.
Very good way to start off the card here at SVG War 60. We got a big card, so that's a good way to start it off with some fireworks.
Yeah, absolutely. No better way to start it off than a nice little finish there.
Yeah, two new guys making their debut. It's always good to see fresh blood coming into the league, so we'll have to keep our eye on both of these guys, but I'm sure the D-Man just jumped on a lot of people's radar as the future wins his debut.
Yeah, absolutely. Congratulations to him.
All right, Wheezy, that's one of many, so let's get to it.
I can't wait.
All right, Wheezy, moving right along. We got a couple of veterans here. We got Jay-Z. We got Jeffrey.
Yeah, this is going to be another exciting fight. Decently new guys to the league. So, Jay-Z's been around for some time, but Jeffrey hasn't been around for too long, so we'll see.
Yeah, Jeffrey's got 6 fights under his belt. Jay-Z's got 11, so by no means newcomers, but compared to some, definitely not as experienced, that's for sure. We got some guys here with the 30-plus fights, but nevertheless, let's see how these two match up as Jeffrey is early pushing forward. But look at that, he walks into a big right hand for Jay-Z.
Oh, my goodness.
Jay-Z shoots the takedown, turns it, and Jeffrey with the big defense. Good takedown defense shown well by both guys early going.
Yeah, well done. And these guys are pushing a pace here in this first minute.
Absolutely. Slip hook lands very well for Jay-Z, or for Jeffrey there, excuse me, and a calf kick on the exit. Nice right hand lands for Jay-Z. Jay-Z coming off a big knockout in his last fight. You know, he'd like to keep that momentum going. Right hand on the block. Ripped to the gut by Jeffrey. Pulls back the head kick last second. Oh, he winged an overhand, and Jay-Z got underneath it. Got the power single, picked him up, and dropped him on the ESPN symbol right in the middle of the cage, Weeze.
With plenty of time to work as well.
It's never fun when your opponent just picks you up and slams you like that. You got that moment of helplessness you feel when you're midair.
And not to mention, he's in the center of the cage. I think that's a place where Jay-Z likes to work.
Yeah, there's going to be no cage to help him get back to his feet. No wall walk in sight. He is going to have to do it pure. Fakes, goes for the back, but Jay-Z is not having it. He blocks and steps right over into the side saddle.
He can really work off of this position.
Looks for the get out, and he does. He gets to the side control. Big elbow by Jay-Z. Denies. Goes for the crucifix, but Jeffrey was wise to it. Jeffrey tries to buck, but no action. Big elbow by Jay-Z. Another one.
Yeah, Jay-Z's showing off this top control right now.
Yeah, and he showed a very, very mixed skill set since he's come into the league, right? He's shown that he likes to strike. A lot of his wins come by knockout, but he will go for a takedown, as we saw. And when he gets you here, he does have the skills to keep you there. And you see, like, it's draining the stamina of Jeffrey, just hitting all these denials and then picking them apart with these slow shots.
Yeah, absolutely. And this is a big tone setter going, you know, early on in the fight.
Absolutely. It makes you feel like you're in the hole. I mean, if this keeps up for the next 40 seconds, it's clearly going to be a Jay-Z round, and Jeffrey's going to have the pressure on him to make something happen all the while having less stamina and less health. But a good reversal there. He's got a chance to make something to happen for himself here. Just kind of hanging on in the backside control. Looks for the back mount. He's got it, but very little time to work. Starts firing off left hands. I mean, gets himself in a beautiful position, but unfortunately in the sport of MMA, we got rounds. So Jay-Z somewhat saved from that bad position. As, you know, if this was the mean streets of Westland, Oregon, he would have been able to keep hitting him, but not here.
Yeah, no, if this was south side of Prague, you know, that probably wouldn't have slid. But
ooh, that's
scary.
Know,
we got 5-minute rounds here, so well done by Jay-Z. You know, I think that was a Jay-Z round pretty clearly. But we'll see how the second round goes. Anything, it's still anybody's fight.
First round highlighted by that big slam. I mean, Jeffrey was winding up with the overhand from the hip. He put everything in it, and Jay-Z just got under it, slammed him, and held him there. So, you know, that's got to be in the back of the mind for Jeffrey here in the second round. He can't focus just on the stand-up. Good rip to the body. And look at that little shovel uppercut. Got his head off the center line and hit him. But look at that. Jeffrey said, I can do it too. He got his head off the center line and clanked him with an elbow.
Oh, these guys are trading.
Again, he shoots a big shot and gets underneath it, but this time the balance, looking like a young BJ Penn.
That was a nice takedown defense. Had to be spot on there when he was throwing.
Misses the hook. Big rip to the gut. Oh, Jay-Z just missed with that overhand. Catches the kick, and look at that. Immediately walks him to the cage. Picks him up, and have a prime, Jeffrey. Good denial by Jay-Z. Big elbow. Another. Rolls over, does Jeffrey. Jay-Z goes, and he has his backside control. Good roll by Jeffrey to get back to full guard. A much safer place to be. Not to mention he can maybe offer some sweeps or attacks. But look at that. Jay-Z was wise to it. He stood up and said, fuck it. Let's just box it out. Beautiful rip to the body by Jeffrey. Misses the uppercut, but eats a nice lead roundhouse to the gut.
Yeah, these guys are showing off very good striking.
Yeah, patience, too. Like, pockets of aggression, but not over the top, not blowing the whole gas tank.
Right, they're not fighting like they're double parked, but they're definitely outputting damage.
Beautiful right hand intercepted on the teep kick right there. Oh, and look at that! Looking like a young Anderson Silva as he hit him with the teep upstairs. Immediately moves to half guard, gets himself to a better position, but there was some damage done as he got rocked with that teep kick. Back into the full guard again is Jeffrey. Couple of hip fakes. Resets the position a little bit. Goes for it, and this time Jay-Z was sitting on the hip fake. Fakes the Kimura, and again, he went for it, and it was blocked by Jay-Z the second go-around. Side straddle for Jay-Z. Jeffrey goes to roll out to backside control, and he gets it.
Now remember what happened last time they were in this position. Jay-Z was wise to it and tried to get to the back mount, but he might try to take the back reversal here.
Big denial on the posture up. Big denial by Jay-Z on the skate back to guard. He's got massive stamina advantage, too.
Nice defense.
Yeah, both guys are really good at their denials from this position. Posture's up, throws a couple of hooks, a couple uppercuts. Again, he stops the roll. He knows where Jeffrey wants to go. And look at this, Darce choke action.
He doesn't have a lot of time.
No, but I think he has just enough to take a shot at it. Perfect time for Jeffrey to move. Because even if it was blocked, there wouldn't have been enough time to finish the sequence. Nevertheless, I think it's pretty safe to say that was another Jay-Z round.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I think Jay-Z is up 2-0 in a very, very good fight. Both guys are staying pretty close to each other as far as stamina and head health. It's just Jay-Z's had the bigger moments, in my opinion.
That shovel uppercut really set the tone, too. You see, he got his head off the center line, blasted that lead uppercut. It just looked pretty. Now, Jeffrey was able to hit him back with a good shot, but you add in all the follow-up, I still have to lead the Jay-Z. Jeffrey might have some pressure on him here in the third to finish the fight.
Yeah, there's a good possibility. That's the way I have it scored.
Oh, he looked to lean out of the way of that hook, but got clipped all the same.
Yeah, Jeffrey's definitely looking for those counters.
You see the reflexes on Jay-Z. Jeffrey pulled that kick back, but Jay-Z was looking to catch it. Big right hook lands again. Overhand. Oh, one through a hook, one through an uppercut. Both men landed. Oh, that uppercut just missed. It was intercepted by a body shot. A fraction of a second he beat him with it. Or it could have been Bad News Bears.
Oh.
Beautiful, beautiful awareness by Jay-Z. He saw Jeffrey use too much stamina on those head fakes, and he just speared him. Back close to the cage, but look at that. He was all over it. He's going right for the Darce, too. He might want to go right for the down transition, but no, instead he's going to go for the sub.
Looks like he's going to get it.
There's a major chunk of the stamina gone. I'd say a good 80%. He's in a dominant position, too. Is he going to chain it? No, he moves to side control. Looks for the Kimura, but Jeffrey's not having it. Big elbow. Denied by Jay-Z. Looking for the side straddle, but no. Looks again, but no. Good rollover. Stamina recovered by both guys. He's ready to make a play. Big denial. Jeffrey's probably nervous about that get-up, but he goes for it, and he gets it. Jay-Z hits him with a knee to the stomach, but Jeffrey going with the backpack. He's on his back, but there's such a stamina disadvantage that Jay-Z is able to just roll over into the guard. Hip fake denial, steps over into the half guard.
Yeah, weird camera angle. And he's
arm triangle, this will fix the camera. Jay-Z's going to have to make something happen, or excuse me, Jeffrey's going to have to make something happen here because Jay-Z's got that stam advantage. And look at that, he does. He rolls out and ends up in backside control.
Yeah, excellent work there. Excellent defense.
Looks for the mount and he gets it. Jay-Z bucks and he recovers half guard. Right back to mount. He bucks again and gets back to half guard again. Looks for mount again and gets it again. Bucks and gets it again. I feel like we're in a mimic loop. He keeps stepping into mount. And finally, a denial. Posture's up. He's got a chance to rain down some damage here. But Jay-Z showing good defense from the bottom. He ate one solid left hand, but that's about it. Two right hands, an elbow, but it fell on the block. And just a few seconds to survive, and he makes it through. I think we're looking at a Jay-Z decision.
Yeah, I would have to agree. Excellent fight by both these guys. These guys went back and forth. I just think Jay-Z had, like I said, at the end of the second, just the bigger moments in the fight. And so I think the ref's going to raise his hands.
Yeah, I would be surprised otherwise. Like, and I agree with your assessment completely. Like, Jeffrey had moments and looked good, but the moments that Jay-Z had were just bigger, and they felt like they were controlling the fight. So I'd be very much surprised to see anything but a victory here for Jay-Z. Herb Dean's got him by the wrist, and Bruce Buffer's going to read it off. And there you have it. Jay-Z racks up his 6th SVG win. Great job by Jay-Z to get it done here at SVG 60 in Amsterdam, Netherlands.
Yeah, it's good to see him build up some momentum here. Let's see if he can continue it on. And that was an excellent fight by not only Jay-Z, but Jeffrey as well. So big shout out to those guys for putting on a good performance there.
Oh, hell yeah. Well, I mean, to have a great fight, you need a good dance partner. So definitely big salute to both of them. And yeah, that's 2 in a row for Jay-Z. So interesting to see where he goes from here. As for Jeffrey, you know, he came up short. But when you put on a good fight like that, win or lose, everyone wants to see you fight again. So you know he'll be back and twice as good.
Yeah, absolutely. I couldn't agree more.
All right, Wheezy. Well, you know what time it is. It's time for another fight.
Yep, let's get after it, buddy.
All right, Wheezy, cruising right along. Here we go. We got Ali. We got Winter Massacre. And let's see what happens when these two studs match up.
Yeah, I'm excited for this fight for sure.
2 wins for each fighter so far. Winter Massacre rocking that O at the end of his record. So, you know, he would love to stay undefeated. Big left hook and then a right uppercut to the body by Ali. Winter shoots for the takedown, but Ali was well out of range.
Ooh, nice axe kick.
2 uppercuts and he's got Winter hurt. Superman punch sits him down and a right hand drops him. Ali looking for the finish early in the first round. Straight right hands. Oh man, Winter is able to hang on, but just barely.
That was one hell of a combo by Ali.
Winter going for the back, and look at this. He's going for the Darce choke action. He's got major stamina advantage right now, too.
Yeah, this could be huge.
But look at that. Ali was able to get up and get right back to his feet. Definitely wise to the submission game now. I'm sure he's going to try to do everything he can to avoid the groundwork. Axe kick blocked. Winter shoots, but Ali blocks it. Immediately gets up.
Showed how, you know, he can attack from the bottom as well, so it's not safe just having the top control.
Yeah, he once you give that element of surprise up, your opponent's definitely wise to it. So beautiful cross into the side kick to create a little bit of room for Ali. He's on the back foot and he's letting the grappler move forward. Walk onto some shots maybe. Uppercut and a left hook, both on the block. Left hand falls on the block for Winter Massacre. Working in behind that jab, shoots a takedown. Ali stuffs it, though.
He's showing off some nice takedown defense early on in this fight.
Very good takedown defense, and you're going to need that type of stuff if you fight here because there are some good wrestlers.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh! He intercepted that overhand with a lead uppercut. 1-2 axe kick got through. Uppercut sent him down, and the overhand caught him on the way down. And he dabbed as he knocked out. My goodness. Did you see that KO?
That was brutal.
Oh my days. What a knockout by Ali. Uppercut sat him down, and then the overhand caught him on the way down. Yeah, my goodness gracious. Look at this, Wheezy. He's already fallen. He gets smoked with the overhand. And I mean, Winter, he knew it was good. I mean, shit, he hit him with a dab.
and those 2 shots weren't even the beginning of the flurry. He threw a crazy combo right before that. Just did not stop. Excellent work.
Man, in only the 3rd fight of the card, I'll tell you right now, that is going to be hard to beat for knockout of the night. What an absolutely brutal finish that was by Ali as he improves to 3-2.
Yeah, my goodness. What a finish.
Well, as good as that was, we got more, so let's get to it.
Yeah, somebody's got to follow that up.
All right, Wheezy, cruising right along, and I'll tell you what, this is one of those fights I cannot wait to see, as we got 2 veterans, and both these guys fight like they're double parked. We got hypes, we got hashish hands, and I cannot wait to see it.
Yeah, I cannot wait. As you can see already, these guys are standing on a dime.
Yeah, just in the introduction, they both landed like 5 shots each. They do not want to give up an inch of space or take a step back at all. Hashi lands a straight left down the pipe. Hype swings a 1, 2, 3, 4 piece, 5, 6 piece, 7, 8. My goodness. Hypes has the battery in his back, and it is on full power right now.
I expect nothing less out of this fight.
Woo. Hashi just missed with that counter uppercut. Hype's wise to keep his hands up. Both guys swinging for the fence.
Just not even back in
step up in a 2-piece to the gut. Very nice job by Hashi to get out of the way there.
Yeah, you seen that flying knee coming.
Hashi does have outstanding reflexes. His record might not be the best, but that just means he's got tons of experience. Step back.
Yeah, Hashi's most definitely seen it all. He has some of the most fights. He fought on 50-plus cards. He's definitely seen it all. But here's a big rock by Hypes here.
Yes, Hypes rattled his cage with a big elbow. Hashi still standing in the pocket, though. Big uppercut. 1-2, pull back. Hypes fires back, but Hashi's there to meet him with a left hand. Steps back again, does Hashi's hands. Left. Big right hand. Oh, he got under the overhand and cracked him with an uppercut. He's got Hypes hurt. He is just throwing the kitchen sink at him. But Hypes is keeping the block up and staying just far enough out of range that the shots aren't landing clean.
Oh, that elbow was close.
Teep kick upstairs. Hashi blocks it. Hashi wings a hook, a double jab. 1, 2, 3 for Hypes. Both guys are just very equal in head health and stamina and all that.
Yeah, these guys definitely have been trading pretty equally throughout this fight.
Big uppercut lands for Hashi's hands. Jab to the stomach, misses the lead hook upstairs.
I like that Hashi's controlling the center of this cage at this moment in time.
Beautiful elbow by Hypes. Left hand lands flush for Hashi's hands. He's swarming in on him. Uppercut to the body, hook upstairs. But Hypes cracks him with a 1, 2, 3. Hashi is just wiggling and biggling and gets out of the way. Sidesteps the flying knee and cracks him with an elbow. Hashi dances on him and hits him with the yeah. Oh my days. What a knockout by Hashi's hands at the very end of the first round.
Yeah, excellent sidestep there by Hashi. He got him out of there in the first round. He found an opening. He's seen the sidestep. He's seen the flying knee, sidestepped in, and threw a big elbow in there to put Hypes out. So well done.
Yeah, very well done by young Hashi's hands. And how about this? I don't know how long it's been since I've been able to say this. Hashi's hands is currently now riding a 3-fight win streak, all by knockout.
Oh my goodness.
You know what I'm saying? Dare I say, return of the Mac.
Yeah, he's been up and down the card, back and forth. But it's good to see him find some momentum here.
Absolutely, and like nothing but respect for Hypes, a veteran of the league. He's got 25 fights in the league, so nothing but props for Hypes. But tonight belongs to Hashi's hands as he gets it done in an emphatic fashion here at SVG War 60.
Yeah, excellent work there.
My goodness gracious, that is just... it's been all good fights since the card have stopped, but those last 2 fights were just both like lightning in a bottle. So we got one more fight here on the early prelims, and just like this one, it's one of those ones is going to be a doozy.
Yeah, I cannot wait for it.
Let's get to it. All right, Wheezy, main event of the early prelims. We got the Milkman, we got Triggalingling, and this should be a doozy.
Exciting one here.
Both guys known to hit like a truck.
Yeah, both fan favorites.
Triggy looking fresh in those Marab shorts, too. Left hook lands flush. Another left hand, and look at that. Right hand, left hand. When Triggy puts his hands together, Wheezy, it's one of the most prettiest things to watch in the whole league.
Yeah, he's got some of the best hands in this league when it comes to if you could put it all together.
Both these guys, win or lose, they're very exciting to watch every time because they get after it. And look at this. This is why Triggy's a fan favorite. Just stepping on your toes, winging bombs. Milkman moving back, maybe looking to set something up, trying to maybe get around that intense pressure from Triggy. Shoots the takedown, picks him up, dumps him in the center of the cage. Wise moves by Milkman because Triggy hits very, very hard.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you can keep Triggy on the ground, which, you know, in the past has been his weakness, we're going to see how it goes.
Look at that, though. Good to not. That fake by Triggy, that'll take away those body shots. Maybe he's been, I don't know if that was a fluke or if he was working on that, but that is a very high-level move he did there.
Yeah, very smart.
Rolls over from the back mount to full mount. Big denial by Trig. Very good. Gets back to the half guard. Milkman still in a dominant position, but a much better spot for Triggy. Immediately building up his grapple advantage, too. Postured up. Right hook to the body. Free pass to the side control. When you're building up those shots from the bottom, it does take your stamina to throw those punches, so... Right to mount. Looks for the posture. He gets it, too. Couple of hooks. Triggy showing excellent ground and pound defense from the mount, though. Blocked every shot and then swayed out of the way of the elbow.
Yeah, so far he's defending things very, very well.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, that's all you got to do is, as the striker, right, is just mitigate the damage here. Because, like, Milkman has not... He's got top control, sure. But he has not landed anything significant from this position. There's a sig strike to the body, but nothing that does a lot of damage. So Triggy can trump that with just a few punches on the feet. Big elbows from the bottom from Trigger-Ling-Ling. Milk steps over into the half guard.
And Milkman could just be looking to wear Triggy out. We know Triggy doesn't have... like crazy stamina. He likes to throw a lot of output in these fights. So if Milkman can wear him out, it could be dangerous for Triggy, as you see a bit of a stamina advantage already building in Milkman's favor.
Triggy is definitely at his most dangerous in the early rounds of the fight. With that said, though, he hasn't really ate any damage at all. So, I mean, you see right there, he landed more sig strikes. He landed more strikes than overall. The top control means something, but not that much. If Triggy did more damage, like, you know, there's a good chance they gave Triggy that first round.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, that's the story of how much does top control matter to these judges. So
that's just the thing, right? As a wrestler myself, there's been lots of rounds I had in Milkman's shoes there where I did not win the round just because the judges don't care so much. But that's what Milkman needs to do. If he can mix in some of these nice, significant shots and use that wrestling to set up his strikes, that will benefit him massively. Triggy now wise to the takedown. He might want to just patience himself a little bit. You saw he gave up a knee there in the clinch because he was looking for that trip off rip. Left hook lands flush. Left to the body. Milk shoots the takedown and he gets it.
Nice work there by Milkman.
Yes.
Time to work.
Yeah, and he held him down on one takedown last time. So will he be able to do the same thing this time? Steps over into the half guard. Big denial. Gets back into the guard. Looks for the get up, but it's denied. Step over again by the Milkman. Postures up. Big rip to the gut, and now an elbow upstairs.
Milkman's working at a bit quicker of a rate here in this round.
Big denial by Trig. Pushes him back. Looks for the get up, but no dice. Steps over again.
And that is going to wear Triggy out, constantly having to try to push back in the guard.
Well, not to mention, it messes with your head, too. It makes you prone to make a mistake, because you're like, fuck, I'm just getting held down here. Milkman's hitting him with the wet blanket, right? He's on top of him, and you can't get him off.
Yeah, absolutely. That's gonna frustrate somebody who's a big-time striker.
Punch him with the wrong hand is Triggy. Gives the free get up. Rip to the gut. One upstairs. Big left hands, hip fake, goes for the get up, but Milkman is letting that first one go by and then playing the second one. Posture up attempt here. Couple of right hooks, couple of left straights. A left hook gets through flush, and he steps right over into the half guard.
Little tap-taparoo coming in.
Yeah, he's setting up that GA. Postures up, 2 to the gut, and then the elbow.
And he's just slowly working that body there. He's trying to wear Triggy down. Try to make his hands not as powerful.
Big elbow at the end of the combo. He's breaking every combo with an elbow. Triggy could get wise to it and get his head out of there. 30 seconds left.
A couple of really nice shots that coming in there.
Yep, big elbow too. 10 seconds left. Postures up. Look at that. Beautiful flurry by the Milkman. Excellent round for the Milkman. As you see there, I mean, that was dominant. The 4 rounds of control is one thing, but those 23 SIG strikes is a massive difference, and he only ate 3. Triggy definitely needs this round. The first round could be a coin flip, so it's not out of the question that Triggy can still win a decision, but, I mean, he definitely lost the second round. I mean, it's even possible he lost at 10-8.
Yeah, very, very possible. Milkman worked at a much faster rate there and stayed, controlled, but output a lot of grounded pound there.
3-piece by Triggy. Shrugs off the clinch attempt, shoots the takedown, and oh no, that's got to be bothersome from Trig, because every takedown the Milkman's got, it only took 1, and he was able to keep him there the whole time. I wonder if we're looking at another repeat here. Milkman with the denial. Hook to the body, throws an elbow, Triggy defends it well. In Triggy's defense, though, he has not taken a lot of damage. If you look at it, the stamina is a little bit of a problem. But, I mean, his body health is still at 75, 80%. His head health is still at, 90%.
Yeah.
And look at that, a massive get up for Triggalingling.
Yeah,
big uppercut and a right hook, or a right cross, excuse me. 3-piece. Trying to get through the block.
Yeah, he's letting it fly now.
Pre-deny. Big job by Trig there. 1-2 on the hooks. He's got to walk that takedown, though, especially when he's throwing the big combos. Rip to the gut. 1, 2, 3. That's the thing. If he's landing these combos, that could be enough to win him the round.
Yeah, this could be big.
Ooh, but another massive takedown by the Milkman. Looks for the posture up. And Milkman keeps going for that posture up. So that might be something Trig needs to lock into and try to catch a reversal on one of those. Posture's up, and he's got a free pass, and he takes it. Steps right over into the side control. Beautiful top control so far by the Milkman. Showing a different side to his game. We've always known Milkman is more of a power boxing type, and this time he's really demonstrating the growth in his game as he's been using that grappling the entire fight. Look at this. He's got his back. That's a bad position to be in.
Yeah, absolutely. This is dominant for Milkman.
Looks for an armbar, and he might have just enough of the stamina advantage that he can go for it pure here. He's playing the drain game. Triggy tries to get out. Milkman denies. He's going to snap back on that arm. And there goes a big 80% of the bar. There's still a minute left for him to make something happen. Milk's trying to chain submissions, but he's going to have no stamina. Triggy bucks. Final 30 seconds.
Yeah, Triggy's got to try to find a way to get back up to his feet and find something here. But it might just be a little bit too little too late.
Looks for the arm triangle. Good defense by Triggy. Final 10 seconds. Milkman postures up. Hits him with a left hook, a right hook, a big elbow. And that's going to be the end of the round. I would say Milkman probably just cruised himself to a, if not a 30-27, at least a 29-28 decision victory.
Yeah, I would have to agree as well. I think I think this was Milkman's fight. I think it was evenly matched, but I think that top control on the ground and pound really came through there for Milkman.
I think with just a little bit of tweaking, if Triggy just worked on that bottom control and that takedown defense a little bit, I think he could be an absolute problem for anybody in the league because the boxing is so clean. But he's historically had a bit of a problem when it gets to the ground.
Yeah, absolutely. I think with a little bit of tweaking to his game, I think he could definitely be, make a run back up towards the top and become a title contender.
Well, there you have it. Main event of the early prelims. The Milkman gets it done in a big way as he picks up his 8th win in the SVG League.
Yeah, it's good to see him get back on track here. He's an exciting fighter to watch. It's always good to see him pick up a win.
Well, those early prelims have been fantastic, Weasel, but we still got the whole prelims and the whole main card to go, so let's go.
Yeah, let's go, man.
Up next, we got the Little Dutch Twinkie versus Boo.
All right, Wheezy, moving right along to the prelims, and we got the Little Dutch Twinkie taking on former champion Boo.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting one.
Yeah, damn right. Little Dutch Twinkie, a former title contender. Boo, a former champion. Both guys have never been in a boring fight, so it'll be guaranteed fireworks to see them match up. Sidekick
I'm definitely
from
a big fan of both of these fighters. So
head kick into the spinning back kick, and now a teep kick to create a little bit of room. 1-2 down the pipe from the Little Dutch Twinkie. Left hand from Boo with a hook behind it. Gets his head off the center line, but then eats a Little Dutch uppercut. Side kick. Cross to the gut. Left hook upstairs, but it misses. The head kick lands flush. One, two down the pipe. Little Prince of Persia action there. Teep kick creates a little bit of room for Boo. Beautiful roundhouse to the body for Boo. And then one right back from the LDT.
these guys are trading their kicks early on here.
Yeah, both guys known to get after it. They both fight with quite the pace. I mean, Little Dutch Twinkie, he's like the Vanderlei Silva of the SVG League. He is all aggression in the first round.
Yeah, absolutely. He loves to come out and put on a show there in the first and try to get his opponent out of there as quick as possible.
But a beautiful lead hook lands for Boo. Side kick lands for LDT to create some room. Uppercut lands flush. He was going for the big head kick, but he got sat down by the teep. Rip to the gut and the straight upstairs from Boo.
Yeah, it was a good follow-up there on that teep kick.
Sidestep and a crane kick from the LDT. 1-2 combo from LDT, but it falls on the block. Big uppercut. Oh, he just missed that head kick.
Boo's got to be careful. Those kicks are there for Nassim right now.
Knee to the stomach. 2 to the body. Teep kick from Boo. Beautiful body kick blasted by Nassim. Beautiful Superman punch and a stabbing knee from Boo. Crane kick caught by Boo. Walks him towards the cage and hits him with a spinning elbow. Side kick. Knee to the gut. Head kick on the block. Body kick lands flush. Knee to the gut, but
Nassim is known to throw those sneaky head kicks in there.
1, 2, 3, and slips his head off the center line, hits him with an uppercut or a hook, and then a couple of hooks to the body upstairs combo. I don't know how Boo ate that without so much as a flash. Step kick to the side. Misses that hook. He was winging it. Both men threw the lead hook.
Ooh.
Oh, and a massive head kick at the end of the round. And that will definitely give the judges something to think about. My goodness. That might have been a Nassim round right into the last second. Boo might have stole it with that head kick knockdown.
Yeah, that was a brutal head kick. Perfect timing, perfect, distance management there, and it just landed right on the button, as you could see right there.
You see, he missed the hook, and Nassim brought the hands down after, perhaps getting ready for a counter shot, but The head kick came behind it and landed flush. I mean, Boo was landing some good shots, but Nassim had the rock, so I was leaning towards him. But then Boo knocked him down with that kick. I think he may have stole the round.
Yeah, very, very, very close round though.
1-2 head kick. Then Nassim hits him with the old knee roof combo, the jab downstairs lead hook, and look at that!
Ooh,
Another head kick from Boo, and he rocks the LDT once again.
Good start there by Boo.
And another head kick.
One.
Boo's lead leg is on fire, looking like a young Wonder Boy Thompson.
Yeah. His kicks have been so lightning fast. It's just hard for anybody to get a read on it.
Big body kick from Boo.
And he caught him sidestepping too, so it does a little bit more damage.
Gets underneath the hook. Uppercut lands flush. Knee to the stomach.
Nice knee.
Yeah, he hits him with that Moroccan knee. Head kick got through the block. The range was a little off, but it landed clean.
Oh.
Just leaned out of the way of the head kick and fired a hook. I mean, it clipped him, but just barely. Knee to the gut. Beautiful teep kick as he rocks Nassim.
Yeah, Boo has found a place for those feet.
Absolutely, and it's been all over Nassim's head and body. Elbow lands. Right cross down the pipe. Hook to the body from Boo. Crane kick lands on the block. Teep kick misses. Beautiful roundhouse to the body. Boo pulls back the second one. Uppercut rattles Nassim again.
Yeah, Boo's got this timing down right now.
Yeah, and when he hurts you, he doesn't just blow all his stamina. Look at that. A beautiful hook rocks him again.
And that's exactly why you don't want to blow all your stamina right there, because if that return elbow comes in, you could be in a lot of trouble.
Whole lot of trouble. It can go 180 on you quick. Beautiful roundhouse to the body.
And you can see this body health is coming down on Nassim.
Teep kick to make a little room for himself. Body kick.
Another body kick. He's finding perfect range for it as well.
Beautiful left hook at the end of the combo. Sits the little Dutch Twinkie down. Knee to the stomach.
Yeah, Boo has found a really good rhythm.
Crane kick on the block. Teep kick on the block. Oh, and that blasted right through the block and hurt him. The combo by Boo. Nassim able to stay standing, but just barely. And that is going to be the end of round 2. A very good round for Boo, as he was starting to put it on the LDT. Multiple knockdowns, multiple rocks. Very clear-cut round.
Yeah, I think that was a very clear-cut round, and maybe even a 10-8. I think Boo, controlled the pace of that fight. He had a lot of knockdowns and a lot of rocks in that round. So
it's possible that it's a round apiece. I mean, it's not out of this world to think Nassim won the first round, though I do think Boo stole it, and I definitely think he won the second round. That's got to put some pressure on Nassim either way to feel like he's got to win this round, because I don't think there's any way he could think he's up 2 rounds right now.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Ooh, nice right hook at the end of the combo. Lands flush and opens up a cut on the left eye of the little Dutch Twinkie.
But as we know Nassim, he's got that one-hitter-quitter power.
Oh, yeah. We've seen him in fights before where it looked like he was dead, and he somehow made it happen. Knee to the gut.
Nice knee.
Pushes him back with the body kick. 2 more, and look at that. He uses all his stamina, but puts a big dent in Boo's body health. Knee to the gut.
Yeah, Nassim has come out much more aggressive in this in this third round.
Well, yeah, he's not one that's scared to go for it. He'd rather end up face down in a pile of his own blood than just slowly lose by decision.
Yeah, absolutely.
Catches the foot and just hits him with a throw and puts Boo on his back.
Got him in stat guard.
Yep.
Nice defense.
Feet on hips. Boo looking for the sweep, but Nassim denies. Now he's got him in Little Dutch side control.
And both these guys very well rounded. It's going to be tough for either one of these guys to get anything easy on the ground here.
Looks for the posture up, but Boo's not having it. Uses the cage to get back to his feet. Big elbow from Nassim. 2 uppercuts. Boo catches him with the clinch, trips him.
Trips the thing.
Feet on hips action, throws those tootsies to the side and gets into side control. Nassim rolls. Boo's got him in the back sprawl. Or back side control, excuse me. Nassim stands up. Back clinch for Boo. He hits for the drag down, but no, Nassim was wise to it. Showing that little touch takedown defense. Left cross lands flush. Right hook sits him down. Boo's going for the finish from knee on belly. Left hook puts him out. And the LDT goes to sleep as Boo knocks out the Little Dutch Twinkie in the 3rd round.
Yeah, excellent work by Boo there. He picked up there in the 2nd round, especially in the 2nd. He was close first, but picked up there in the 2nd round and carried momentum over into the 3rd and found the finish there. So excellent work.
Yeah, Boo's very much a momentum fighter. As the fight keeps going, he keeps getting better, and he adjusts to his opponent more and more. At least historically, that's what we've seen, and that's what we've seen tonight, as the former champion adds another notch to his belt and picks up another win in very impressive fashion. That's the 10th win for the former champion in the league, and he's going to want to have another big fight coming up after this. Nassim's a big fight by name, but now it's time for Boo to get back into that rankings, and let's see if he can make another run.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting to see where he goes, former champion. He's bound for another push. He's been talking about it.
All right, well, that was a good way to kick off the prelims, Wheezy, but we got some more, so let's get some more.
Let's go.
Up next, we got the Pressure Bull versus King Tim. All right, Wheezy, cruising right along. We got a veteran against, I won't say a newcomer, but a man with a lot less experience, as we got the Pressure Bull taking on Tim.
Yeah, and just right off the rip, I can notice these guys are southpaw fighters, both of them.
Yeah, that's going to make for some interesting striking. Big hook lands by Tim. Pressure Bull shoots for that single leg and picks him up and dumps him right in the center of the cage.
And this comes as really no surprise, as Pressure Bull tends to be more of a well-rounded fighter. He likes to take things to the ground over time, as well. As you see, he gets crucifix there.
Absolutely. Pressure Bull known for his versatility. He'll mix it up with you on the feet. He will take it down, and he's comfortable everywhere. He's in the side straddle now, looking to go for the arm triangle perhaps, but Tim was wise to it, blocked it, and now he rolls over, but Pressure Bull with the stuff. Goes for the arm triangle again, and it gets denied. This time Tim gets the backside control roll. Back into side control. Tim will not allow the mount.
Tim's doing a good job of defending a lot of the stuff from the side control and further position.
Yeah, Pressure throwing those elbows, and Tim is bucking. Gets back into the half guard. Looks to step over once again, and he does. Tim rolls over into the sprawl. Pressure Bull looking for a guillotine, but Tim was wise to it. Look for the sweep, and now he gets up. Close enough to the cage, was he, to get the fast get up. Pressure Bull rolls off, and they're back on their feet.
Yeah, that was well done by Tim to defend a lot there early on. Early takedown can really be demoralizing if you can't get back up to your feet, but that was well done to get back up.
Yeah, he really minimized the damage. Big hooks out of the clinch for Tim. Pressure Bull sways out of the way of the clinch and blasts him with a body kick. Little flick kick upstairs. Teep kick to make some room. Beautiful 1-2 body kick from Tim. Nice combo by the Pressure Bull. Uppercut.
Tim's doing a good job of controlling the cage right now.
Yeah, Tim is putting the pressure on the Pressure Bull. Getting through that block. Big knee to the stomach. Looks for the trip, but Tim was wise to it. Uppercut to the gut. He was shooting for a takedown with Pressure. Tim stopped it. Shot another one, and Tim stuffed it as well. Knee to the gut. Exchange by both men. One landed a hook, one landed an uppercut to the body. Nice left hook by Tim. That landed flush. Big uppercut to the body as well. Final 30 seconds of the first round. Pressure Bull gets the ankle pick. Yeah, it was. Took him down. And look at this. Tim with the reversal action. He's going to finish in top half guard. Beating on the body, and that's it. That's going to take us to the end of the first round. And a very good round by both guys. Very equal for the most part. But Tim landed a few more SIG strikes by the numbers.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think Tim did a good job of defending a lot of what was going on there in that first round. Even though Pressure Bull's trying to impose his will with those takedowns and stuff like that. So we're going to have to see if all the takedowns, Pressure Bull's going to be able to get an advantage here.
Second round about to start. Herb Dean checks on both competitors and says, let's get to it. Touch of the gloves, and here we go. Both men flick a jab out there. Knee to the gut by Pressure Bull, but he eats a double jab from Tim.
Tim's working behind that jab.
Beautiful takedown by the Pressure Bull as he got under the hook, turned the corner, and lands right inside control.
Nice deny as well.
Two denies. Uh-oh, crucifix action. A beautiful place to be if you can get there. Not easy to get there, but when you do, there's lots of chances for damage.
Yeah, and it's hard to get out of.
Pressure Bull taking his time. Side straddle. Fires an elbow into the block. And there's no pressure from Pressure Bull to move here. Tim's got to do something. He gets back into the side control. And now he's rolling with every knee that Pressure throws. Beautiful control by Pressure Bull.
Yeah, his top control's been very, very nice.
Fantastic stuff. Looks for the arm triangle. And he's got a chance here to perhaps make something happen. He fakes, but Tim doesn't bite. Oh, Tim went for that one. Is he going to be able to get out? Yes, he is. Good roll by Tim as he's able to escape. Gets back to his feet where he'd much rather be, but a good chunk of that stamina has been used in the wrestling game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Big elbow by Tim.
Yeah, you have to exert yourself to get yourself out of those dominant positions that Pressure Bull's found himself in throughout the fight so far.
Takes his back. Knee to the gut. Beautiful takedown defense by the Pressure Bull as he shows the balance. Nice hook to the body by Tim. Pressure Bull answers back with a backhand hook. A teep kick to make some space. Both guys picking their shots here.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Tim's trying to stay pretty close in the stamina game, so that way if a takedown does happen, then he's able to defend better.
Beautiful combo by Tim there. Steps out of range. He's just darting in and out of range. Pressure Bull with another takedown, and he gets it again.
Well done.
Tim close to the cage. He's probably going to look for that quick get-up, and there it is.
He's got to be careful because there is a reversal there.
Two to the gut. Pressure Bull fires one back. He ate the stomach shot and threw one of his own. Spinning elbow by Tim, but it falls on the block. Beautiful backhand uppercut by the Pressure Bull.
Well done.
Left hand landed flush for Pressure Bull. Nice straight left to the body. Tim mixing up the strikes.
I do like that he's using the high-low strikes throughout his combos.
Yeah, absolutely. Not just the high-lows, Weezy, but the curve and the straight shots, too. So it adds that extra dynamic. You got to worry about high-low, and you also got to mind your sways and side steps.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I think that was a pressurable round, if I had to guess. He did a good job with those takedowns. He immersed a bit more controlled time and did a bit more with it, in my opinion. So I think that's a hit.
I'd be inclined to agree with you. I think this fight could be 1-1 going into the third and final round here. And let's see who digs deep and finds what they need to get it done.
Yeah.
Pressure Bull faking the shot. And look at that. The big judo throw, but Tim back to his feet like a cat. Shoots another takedown. Tim defends it well. Knee to the gut. Tim is just walking Pressure Bull down. Right hand lands flush for Tim. Bent clinch from the Pressure Bull. Puts him to the cage. Spins, take the back. Looks for the drag down action, and he's got him. Back sitting.
This is another dominant position. This is exactly where Pressure Bull wants to be.
Tim immediately goes for it. Again, he's got the back. Goes up. Gets back into the back sprawl position. Or the back side control, excuse me. Big hook to the dome from the Pressure Bull.
And this could be so frustrating for a stand-up fighter as well. When you just want to stand up and you got a guy across the cage from you who loves to get down and dirty in the trenches of the groundwork. So
he's looking for the drain game here. He goes for the fake, and Tim is able to roll out of it again. Into the full guard now. Defense. Tim's on top.
Yeah, Tim has shown some excellent submission defense and excellent bottom game as far as survivability in this fight. So
both guys working the pity pat, building up that GA. Pressure Bull with the hip fake, make it twice. Looking for the roll, but Tim says no, sir. Postures up and goes right to feet on it, or stack guard. Hits him with a big left hook, and that rocked Pressure Bull's bell.
That's the biggest moment of the fight this far.
Definitely, and significant in a very close round like this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Pressure Bull able to recover the half guard. Steps over into the mount, does Tim. Looks for the get up, but no dice, Jim Rice. Pressure Bull tries to push him off. Tim fakes, and this time he goes down to get the mount, but it still doesn't click. Pressure Bull bucks and gets back to the half guard. Both guys showing they're well-versed on the ground. Side steps over into the side control. Full mount denied by Pressure Bull. Knee on belly. Couple straight shots. Here come the hooks. There's two more straights that land. Good shots by Tim. Final 10 seconds. Big elbows here to finish off the round. And I think Tim did enough to take it in the third and final round, Weeze.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. He held top control there for the last 2.5 minutes of that round. And plus, he had that big rock there and stack guard in the third round. So I think that secured round 3. But I mean, round 1 was close. It could be anybody's fight.
Yeah, it's a coin flip, right? If the judges gave it to Pressure Bull, it wouldn't be a total shock. But if I had to hedge my bets, I would say it's probably 29-28 Timmy here. But with our judges, you never know what to expect. Either way, a very well balanced match, like very, very even matched up match. And it would be good to see these guys get to go 5 rounds because, yeah, they made the most of 3, that's for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. These guys got after it. Excellent work by both guys. But
and there it is. Herb raises the hand to Tim. That's the third win for him in the SVG League as the young prospect keeps climbing up the ranks.
Yeah, absolutely. He's looked very strong over these past few cards, and I'm excited to see what he has to offer moving up with the step up in competition coming.
Absolutely, Weezy. Well, as good as that was, we got more, so let's get to it.
Yep, let's go.
Up next, we got Jiggly J versus Sonny Blue. All right, here we go. We got another up-and-coming prospect taking on a league veteran as we got 2-1 Sonny Blue taking on 16-win vet Jiggly J.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting one. 2 guys with completely opposite styles.
Yeah, one guy loves to stand and bang, and one guy who, he likes to stand up, but realistically his bread and butter is that wrestling.
Yeah, he loves to get down there on the ground quickly, as you can see right.
As soon as you said it, Weasel, as soon as you said it, he shot the takedown and he's got the half guard top control. What we've seen from Sonny Blue in his short time here in the SVG League so far is top-notch top control.
He's got some of the best top control in the entire league.
Yeah, once he gets you down, he will make you work for your get-up. Denial by Sonny Blue, steps over into the side control. Jiggly J rolls. Sonny looks to sidestep to the backside control, but Jiggly denied and then pops right back to his feet. Good job by Jiggly to get up.
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful right cross at the end of the combo. Jiggy's putting some hands together right now. Another takedown. Relentless to Sonny Blue. I don't think he wants anything to do with the stand-up of Jiggly J.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was excellently timed.
So many right hands. He was begging for a left there. Sonny just went off with the right hand. Working shots to the body is Sonny Blue, building up that GA with the pity pat action. Jiggly looks like he's holding on, looking for a denial, and he gets one. Trying to use the cage to get back to his feet, and he does. Good job by Jiggly J. Sonny spins him, takes the back. Jiggles lets his stamina come back. Takes one step, takes another step, and as soon as he moves, Sonny pulls. But look at that. Excellent takedown defense by Jiggly J. Starts the clinch and drives a couple knees into Sonny's guts. Oh, looked for a knee there, but Sonny with the clinch work. Spins, puts Jiggy to the cage. He's got his back again. Jiggy's walking away, and Sonny drags down, flips him right into side control.
Just relentless with it.
Working that pity pat action. Looks for the mount, but Jiggly J says, no, sir. Sonny has used a lot of stamina. It's very rare that someone uses more stamina than Jiggly J in the first round.
Yeah, absolutely. But, I mean, Jiggly J showed off some excellent takedown defense, and that's going to drain stamina.
Steps into the mount. Here's a big chance for Sonny to make something happen. Working that pity pat.
And he loves this position.
He's got that fake chain dangling in Jiggly's face. Throws a couple big lefts. There's a big elbow, and he gets that rock.
Goodness.
Postures up, and there's the undeniable armbar. He does have a slight stamina advantage. This could be enough to pull one. Oh, Jiggy tries to escape, and now he's got a massive stamina advantage. He looks for it again. Here it is. He pulls back, and there goes a good 70% of the bar. It is going to take only one more submission to end this fight, but that is the end of the first round.
Yeah, excellent round by both guys. I know that Jiggly was trying to hang on there, but Sonny, you know, with his relentless pressure there on the ground, he was able to get that armbar plus a rock on top of that. So that's a definite Sonny Blue round there.
Definite. Once you land that elbow, man, and you rock the guy from the mount position, it is just undeniable, that armbar. There is nothing you can do. I don't care how quick your reflexes are. It is undeniable. Sonny locked it in, and he had just a slight stamina advantage, and that's all he needs. Sonny thanking the big man upstairs, and second round underway. Shoots the takedown, picking up right where he left off. Jiggly J wise to it, denies it, blasts a knee to his gut.
And more of that is what Jiggly's going to need.
Yeah, Jiggly's going to need to use that sprawl and brawl. Sonny is just relentless with the wrestling, though. He wants no part of the stand-up with Jiggly J.
Well, he's found that success there in that first round with the grappling. So
Absolutely. If you feel like you got a spot that the other guy can't defend, why not? If you can blast body kicks all day, do it. If you can land the jab all day, do it. In this case, he feels like once he gets him down, he can really pick him apart with the wrestling. Not to mention, he's one sub away. And look at this. Speaking of it, he's going for the Darce choke right now. He's trying to lock it in. Jiggly J racing it and just escapes. He's into the sprawl position.
yeah, excellent work.
Gets right to his feet, this Jiggly J. Great job to get out of that. Big uppercut lands for Jiggles. Beautiful, beautiful check hook. Another left hook lands. Big elbow. Sonny Blue starting to eat some shots. He goes low, gets the takedown, and pulls the legs from out from underneath Jiggly J.
It's still over 2.5 minutes to work here. You know, Capone's got plenty of time to make something shake.
Capone looks to posture up, but he breaks his own posture to maintain position. Couple punches to the old gut, building up that GA, looking for Jiggy to move so he can capitalize on a mistake. But Jiggly J has a very patient guard.
Yeah, he's got really good guard control. Not really much of a threat, an attack coming from Jiggly J here. It's just more like he's waiting for a ref to stand him up. And he's just defending all these transitions very, very well.
Yeah, he'll look for a reversal if he can time it right, or a denial, and then try to move off the denial. But you don't have to worry about too much attack coming from Jiggly off his back. Sonny Blue happy to just control this round and sit in the guard comfortably and wait for his chance. He will wait for a mistake, and then he will pounce. If not, he'll just pick this apart all day.
Absolutely. I mean, he's just building up 6 strikes.
Pity pat action to the gut. Inside the final minute. Steps over into the side, or the half guard, excuse me. Continues to pity pat away. Jiggly J looking for that sprawl. He gets to it. And there's 30 seconds left. And he goes back into the half guard. Perhaps preferred to be there rather than get hit in the gut. Denial. Jiggly J pity pat action. Half guard full posture now. Throws an elbow and Jiggy's able to weasel his way to his feet. No pun intended, Wheezy.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a little bit of a moral victory there at the end of that round. But however, I still think that was in all likelihood a Capone round.
Now, the funny thing about that is when you saw the stats there, just for a blink, Jiggly J did land more SIG strikes. When he was landing, his strikes were more significant. Oh, the fake glove touch and the right hand down the pipe. I think someone is rattled.
Yeah, that's the Jiggly J special right there.
Shoots for the takedown. Jiggly J showing excellent takedown defense. Lets some stamina come back, then fires a couple knees. Big right hand from Sonny Blue. Shoots underneath. Jiggly J again stuffs it. Now he's working that clinch. Couple knees to the gut. But Sonny is just relentless with the clinch work and the takedown attempts. 2 uppercuts from Jiggly. Working some elbow.
Jiggly's giving it right back to him, though.
Absolutely. Like we said, this kid's got over 30 fights in the league. In fact, this is 35th fight. So you know that he's seen it all, done it all before. Rolls over into sprawl. And this is a good place to be for the wrestler, Sonny Blue, as you gotta love to pick apart that body. Fakes the Darce choke. That'll extend the timer for just a few more seconds. Again, he's faking the Darce choke. And this time he goes for it, but Jiggly J was wise to it and denied. He looks to stand up, and he gets up to the standing position. Sonny looks for the slam, but Jiggly J able to muscle his way out.
Yeah, he's just showing off excellent takedown defense.
He has stuffed a fair amount of takedowns. I don't know how many. Like, Sonny's landed quite a few, but Jiggly stopped a few, too. I don't know if it's around 50% or what, but both men have had success in that department. Sonny again fakes the Darce. Jiggly J looks for the same stand-up again, and Sonny denies it. Looking for the guillotine. This could be trouble. He has very little stamina. He's going for it here. There's a big denial by Sonny. He cranks it back. He's looking to finish right here. And Jiggly's forced to tap. And look at that. He rage quits again like a little sissy. What a little girl.
Yeah, absolutely. Excellent work there by Capone to absolutely break his opponent there.
Yeah, absolutely. He broke him. He made him quit early. He couldn't even stay and get the footage right. He ran away like a sissy. Great job by Sonny Blue.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's what you're looking for. You know, that's a big-time veteran. Like you said, you 35 fights in the league, and you tapped him out there in the 3rd round. So, excellent work. What more?
Not just tapped him out. You made him give up. You broke him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely fantastic job by Sonny Blue, as he can wear that one proudly.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, great job, and on to the next one.
Yep, let's on up we go.
Up next, we got Salty versus the Little Lion. All right, Wheezy, here we go. We got Salty taking on the Little Lion.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting fight. Two guys that just love to get after it.
Little Lion getting after it right away, and Salty shoots that takedown.
And that's what we know Salty for. He likes to get up into clinch. He likes to shoot them takedowns. He likes to try to get his opponents out of there as quickly as possible.
Yeah, he's another one of these clinch, takedown type of fighters, which can be annoying to fight, but, I mean, you got to deal with it all if you want to step in the cage here in SVG.
Yeah, absolutely. But nice defense.
Yeah, Little Lions has many, many fights under his belt, so I'm sure it's nothing he hasn't seen before.
Yeah, absolutely. And this guy, you know, he's shown a bit of a wrinkle in his game in the past with his grappling game, so.
Looks for the roll, denied. Salty postures up. Pity pat action. Both guys looking to build that GA. Look at that. Little Lion goes for the back take and he gets it. Sign of respect from Little Lion. Right hand lands flush. Big uppercut to the body. And a big uppercut upstairs.
And this is exactly where Little Lion wants to be. He's primarily a striker, so this is, you know, if he can build up an advantage on the feet here, it's going to be big for him.
Shoots underneath, spins, takes the back, and look at that. Beautiful slam by Salty.
Choke slam. Out here looking like prime Undertaker.
Something like that. Little Lion gets right back to his feet, checks a kick. Moving forward, and another takedown by Salty. I don't think Salty wants anything to do with Little Lion on the feet.
Yeah, I you know, doesn't surprise me either. Little Lion's a very good striker.
Works the pity pat, steps over into the side control. Hits him with an elbow. Little Lion rolls into the sprawl. Looks for the get up. Salty breaks him down. Big shots to the body. Both guys working that pity pat action. Again, Little Lion looks for the aggressive back take. Salty steps right into the mount. He's looking for the arm triangle, but Little Lion gets back into the half guard.
Another nice deny. Salty's showing off really good top control right now.
Couple of elbows. Little Lion tries to get out, but again, gets stuffed.
And this is taking a big toll on Little Lion's stamina right now.
Yeah, Little Lion is absolutely burning a ton of energy flailing off his back. But,
I mean
it's better than doing nothing, though, right? You got to try to do something when the guy takes you down. It's not like you can just sit there and do nothing. Otherwise, you'll get picked apart.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's the kind of situations, like if you just sit there, you will be picked apart because Salty's one of those guys that loves to be aggressive with his submissions and with his grounded pound. So you can't just sit there and eat it all.
No touch of the gloves from Salty. Looks for the trip, but Little Lion defends it well. Switches stance to southpaw, then goes right back to orthodox. Knee to the gut.
Ooh.
Pulls the footing, and then but Little Lion rolls with it and hits him with a little shuffle. Sidestep by Little Lion to get out of the way of the clinch. Salty shoots another takedown. Gets underneath.
Relentless.
Looks for the posture up. Little Lion rolls. He could look for the quick get up here, but his angle was a little off, and Salty was able to deny it. Gets into the half guard, a better position for Little Lion.
It just seems like Salty's really opposing his will, especially on the ground.
Yeah, well, he's shown himself to be quite the grappler, so, I mean, not a big surprise there. Little Lion again rolls over into that sprawl position. Goes to the left. He moves Salty a little closer to the cage. Looks for the get up, but again, the angle is off, so he's not able to get up. He needed one more of those little sideways movements. Salty, though, rides over to the side. Little Lion rolls. Now he's in side control bottom.
Yeah, Little Lion's taking a ton of damage here on the from the bottom control through just small strikes, just subtle things that you wouldn't think of. He's just taking a ton of damage, and plus it's taking a big hit to his stamina.
Well, yeah, he's getting denied so often that it's killing his stamina. Plus, he's used a couple R1s to try to get into better positions or get-ups. Pity pat action. Steps over into the mount. Any denial here, and you know Salty's going to go for a sub attempt because he has a massive amount of stamina advantage. He could just go for a pure. He doesn't even need a block first, realistically. If he could just build up enough, like right here, he has enough GA, he could just go for it.
Yeah.
Steps over into the side control. Pushes back into full guard, does Little Lion. Gets back to his feet with just under a minute left. Fires off a left hook and a jab. Right hand lands flush for Little Lion. Big two-piece to the gut. Salty goes for that clinch. Right hand lands flush, and Salt is busted open. Shoots underneath. Gets the takedown.
Not a lot of time to work, though.
And that's going to be the end of the second round.
Yeah, another good round. I think. I mean, it's kind of been the story similar in both rounds. I think Salty's just been controlling the pace of the fight and where the fight actually is most of the time with his relentlessness. So I think it's Salty 2-0, and the Lion's probably got to look for a finish here.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to score a round for Little Lion.
I think in that situation, I think Little Lion just hasn't done enough on the feet, and he hasn't been able to defend enough to get the nods in the rounds.
He's hit a few shots, this few moments that they were on the feet, but like you said, as soon as anything happens, Salty slows the fight down with a takedown, and there's not much Little Lion can do. He scrambles off his back, but he's not able to make anything happen for himself.
Yeah.
Good defense there by Little Lion. He lands a couple of knees to the gut. Big left hook lands by Salt. Shoots another takedown, gets it, and he's in the side control. Good denial by Salty. Hits an elbow. Make it a couple. Make it a few. Fakes the mount. Starts working some pity-pat action.
I think the most impressive thing about this whole thing is Salty's top control. He's shown excellent top control.
Big shot to the stomach. Little Lion looks for the get-up. Salty denies. Little Lion recovers half guard. Full posture for full mount postured up for Salty. He's landing some big shots, including a massive elbow at the end of the combo. Looking for that arm triangle.
He's got the stamina advantage.
He fakes it, and Little Lion bites. Uh-oh, good denial there. He's looking to lock one in, and look at that. 95% of the bar gone in one arm triangle. Any submission will finish it here for Salt, as he's looking for a finish.
And the Lion's still in a bad spot right now.
Very bad spot. Looks for an armbar to Salty, but he doesn't get it. Pity-pat action to the old stomach. Back into mount. Oh, big denial. Salty postures up. Big right hand's getting through. Big elbow. If Salty can posture up, he can hit that armbar. But he didn't go for it. Now that he has, there's been a recovery. Another big elbow.
Oh, disgusting.
He's trying to get that arm, but Little Lion's defense is on point.
Oh, big deny.
Massive denial by Salty. He's going to look to attack here. Lands another massive elbow. He keeps rocking him with these big elbows, but he hasn't been able to capitalize on the follow-up. Works the pity pat. And that is going to be that. That's going to take us to the end of the round. And I would say it's safe to say that was a Salty decision victory. And there you go.
Yeah, I'd have to agree there. Yep. Yeah, that makes sense. It's one of those situations where Salty just did a lot more. He just held him on the ground there, and he got a sub in that round. And the third round was was relentless from that mount position. So excellent work by Salty.
Very good job by Salty. He came into the league and had a rough start. He started off 0-2, but now that is 5 wins in a row for Salty, making him one of the hottest fighters in the league right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And he's one of those guys to fear because of how relentless he is. He just does not give up. He's always moving forward. He's always looking to build that advantage ever in his favor. So it's going to be exciting to see what he does next.
All right. Well, speaking of excitement, we got the main event of the prelims coming up next, and that's featuring the old SVG captain himself. So let's get to it.
Yep, let's go. I can't wait.
All right. Main event of the prelims. We got the SVG captain, Smoochie, taking on the return of BK Soul, formerly known as Poncho the War Dog. And this should be a doozy.
Yeah, I'm excited for this fight.
Big left hand from Soul. And look at that.
Both these guys just love to throw leather.
Absolutely. Smoochie picking up right where he left off last time, letting those hands go.
He's got he's got to have the fastest hands in the league.
Right up there anyway. He definitely has very, very fast and precise combos. Known for it. Step back knee, though, by Soul.
Ooh.
Uppercut on the block. 1, 2, 3 from Soul. Lands clean. Big rip to the stomach. Nice right hand by Soul. But there you go. Smooch hits him back with the old 1-2.
And Soul's doing a good job of working the body early on here. That's gonna pay dividends if this goes late into the fight.
Big uppercut from Smooch, but Soul hits him with a left hook at the same time. Ooh. A right uppercut that time. These boys are just slinging dogs.
Yeah, these dudes are slinging leather for sure.
Oh, he misses the elite overhand, and Soul smokes him with an uppercut and rocks him.
A nice defense there on the rock there by Smooch, though.
1, 2, 3, 4 from Smoochie. A couple of them got through, but the backhand of the combo was picked up by the block. Ooh, teep kick this time by Soul, and Smoochie is really reaching with that lead overhand. Left hook lands flush for Soul. Teep kick lands flush.
Teep kick.
Oh, and take this one with you, says Smoochie. Hits him back with one. The old anything you can do, I can do better. Nice left hook at the end of the combo for Smooch-a-Looch. Right hand and a left hook from Poncho.
Once again, nice defense there by Smooch.
Left hook and a right hand this time. Soul is putting those 1-2s together.
Yeah, he's finding these openings in Smoochie's game here. Smoochie's got to make an adjustment.
Left hand lands by Smooch. Bleeding from the right eye is the SVG captain. Big kick to the stomach. 1, 2, 3, 4 again. Big uppercut and a left hook. Take that with you, he says, as he opens up a nasty cut under the right eye of Soul.
Yeah, excellent first round by both these guys. They were getting after it, but I think Poncho had those bigger moments in the fight. And
yeah,
found some openings there. So
yeah, both guys were landing good shots, but I think you got to lean to the War Dog because I mean he got those 2 rocks, and they definitely had Smoochie on rubber legs there for a minute. Smoochie's a tough kid, though. You got to kill him to put him away. You're not just going to intimidate him with a couple of hooks and crosses. You got to put him out.
Yeah, I've been in there with him a couple times. He is no slouch, especially when he faces some adversity. He loves these wars.
Ooh, lead overhand lands home this time. Right cross intercepts.
And both guys had that shot.
Oh, a massive uppercut. He timed that lead overhand again, did Soul. He's looking to put him away, knee on belly, and he just starts driving left hands in the face of Smooch. My goodness, Soul is back in a big way as he knocks out the SVG captain violently early in the second round.
Yeah, that's excellent work. What can you say, man? He had.
Oh my, I can see up Smoochie's dress right now. That's a little bit. That's not very ladylike.
My goodness, but yeah, Soul, you know, he had a great showing. He stood there and he traded leather and he got the best of Smooch there in the second round. So excellent work.
Yeah, very good job right there by the War Dog. As I mean, you see the violence that he's carrying on his face. Smooch was landing some good shots of his own, but Smooch kept going for that lead overhand, and man, Soul timed the hell out of it. He threw a backhand uppercut right when Smoochie was throwing that lead overhand, and he just met him halfway. He put him out. That was brutal.
Yeah, it was. You know, he found the advantage and, you know, hit a really good shot there, and he followed it up like a champion would and finished the fight. So what more can you say?
Absolutely. Staple win for sure for the Soul Man. Great job. Well, Weasel, the prelims have been good. The early pre's were good. It's time to get to that main card, so let's get to that main card.
Yeah, let's get after it, buddy.
Held to the SVG League with champions rise to courage and honor. They claim the prize in the realm of combat where glory's unfurled. Behold the greatest calf players of the world. Every corner they come to test the metal true. In the heat of battle they'll see it through. With fists of fury and hearts of flame, they etch the legacy in the annals of fame. Held to the SVG League with champions rise to courage and honor. They claim the prize in the realm of combat where glory's unfurled. Behold the greatest calf plays a dance, a primal symphony where strength meets skill in perfect harmony. For the thrill of victory, they'll take the stand in the SVG League with greatness.
Up next, we got Owen versus the legendary Zhao. All right, main event, and we got the legendary Zhao taking on Owen.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting fight. Both these guys love to get after it, fan-friendly styles.
Zhao moving forward, working behind that jab, as he is known to do. He has an absolutely lightning jab. Big right hand from Owen and a big elbow from Zhao. Working the gut, and Owen shoots a takedown, but Zhao with the beautiful takedown defense.
This is a surprising thing to see coming from Owen, who's primarily known as a stand-up fighter.
Absolutely. Spins, takes the back to Zhao. Throws a knee and then gets out of there. Clinch by Owen and a couple of knees to the gut. Zhao working the jab as he's known to do. Owen looks for another clinch and lands a big right hand. Deep kick to make a little bit of space and a left hook. Another left, right, and a left uppercut. Beautiful slip hook by Owen. And then another clinch. Another clinch, and this time Zhao makes him pay for it. Owen shoots underneath, looks for the takedown, but Zhao denies.
And Zhao's got excellent takedown defense.
Yeah, top tier takedown defense on the legend. Big uppercut. 1-2. Beautiful shot by Zhao, and a left hook behind it. Another takedown defense, and it gets defended again. Uppercut lands for Zhao. Owen with another clinch, 2 knees to the stomach. He hits him with the finger wave. Zhao shows some respect. Ever respectful is the legendary Zhao. Big uppercut lands. Beautiful knee on the pullback by Owen. Step back by Zhao. Uppercut on the block and the overhand right. Owen shoots underneath for another takedown, but denied again. Another takedown defense. He is really spamming these takedowns. Again. Yeah, Zhao is just outstanding with the takedown defense. It's really second to none. Again denied. I mean,
my goodness. This reminds me, a while back, somebody had shot something like 11 takedowns and didn't get a single one on him.
I remember when Loganov fought him, the legendary 39 takedowns in a 3-round fight. Shoots another one. He's got his back standing. And still, he breaks away. But look at that. He sidestepped right into a shot. Ooh. A combo let go, and he sits Zhao down against the cage. Zhao able to get back to his feet. Knee to the gut. Another knee to the gut. And he is just working the knees to the stomach.
And that is huge. That is going to zap a lot of the energy away there.
Well, a lot of this. Oh, a big overhand right catches him at the end of the round. Beautiful shot from the legend.
Yeah, I still think it's an 0 round because of the knockdown, but I think that made things a lot closer in the judge's eyes with the rock there at the end of that round.
Fantastic display of takedown defense by Zhao. That is just something else. I mean, I don't know anyone that can stop that many takedowns. Beautiful uppercut.
Some of the best that I've ever seen.
1-2 misses. Oh, Zhao fired back with a hook, but it landed on the block. 1-2-3 by Owen, and he dropped Zhao. 2 to the body. Left hook upstairs. Shoots another takedown, and he finally gets one. Zhao might have still been rattled. Owen working the top control. Pity pat action.
It's denied there by Owen.
Steps over into mount. Postures up. Couple of left hooks, couple of right hooks. A left cross, and Zhao able to get out of there. Body kick from the legend. Knee to the gut by Owen. Another knee to the gut. Big left hand from Zhao. Uppercuts exchanged by both men. Beautiful hook.
Head health is still comparable.
Well, Zhao, whenever he hits him, he's got Owen's head health flashing. And look at that, he hurts Owen. Misses the uppercut. Owen shoots another takedown, and this time he gets it. Big denial by Zhao. Pushes and gets back to his feet. Another takedown attempt, and this time it's stuffed. Couple of left hooks. Bing bong. A jab and an uppercut from Zhao. Shoots another takedown to Owen, and it's denied again. I think Owen has shot more takedowns against Zhao here tonight than he has in his entire career.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me at all.
Another one.
Yeah, Owen wants this fight on the ground. Deny.
Big deny by the legend. Final minute of the second. He gets aggressive and goes for the back take, and it's denied.
And these guys have slowed down substantially.
Understandably, it's been quite the pace that's been pushed. I mean, Zhao's very much tired just from defending off all these takedown defense, or all these takedown shots.
Yeah.
Another defense. Oh my! He leans left, and then he gets absolutely smoked. He leaned after the takedown defense, and the left hook just caught him while his stamina was low.
Yeah, he had no stamina to defend that shot, and he leaned right into it, and that was excellently placed by Owen.
Yeah, big left hand puts the legend out cold.
Yeah, and what can you say? It was just perfectly placed shot there, and well done by Owen. Way to give himself, a big win over somebody like Zhao.
Yeah, I don't care how good your chin is. I mean, if you lean into a shot with your stamina down, it don't matter how tough you are, you're going to go out to that. That was just a perfect shot, and he leaned into it, and that's what happens when you lean into a power backhand shot like that.
Yeah, I mean, what more can you say,
Big win for Owen as he gets it done here. He's been climbing up the rankings as of late, and he secures himself the biggest win of his career for sure by name value as he gets one over on the legend.
Yeah, and that's a big name to have. That's something that not a lot of people in this league can say they've done is beat Zhao. So
yeah, absolutely not. A fan favorite forever, a legend forever for sure, but tonight belongs to Owen.
Yeah, excellent work.
All right, Wheezy. Well, good way to kick off the main card, but if I remember the lineup right, you're next, so go handle business, big fella.
Time to get after it.
Up next, we got the Weasel versus AK.
All right, here we go. A battle that has been brewing for a while. We got one of the hottest prospects, AK, taking on the former champ himself, the legendary Weasel, and this should be a good one. AK coming right out and working that body work, but Wheezy meets him halfway with the jab. Uppercut and a left hook to the body by the Weasel. Beautiful shot to the body by AK, but Wheezy cracks him upstairs with a thunderous backhand uppercut. 1-2 down the pipe. Pull from AK, but Weasel was gone before AK could fire back. Wheezy keeping the hands up high. Double jab. Oh, AK lands a good left hook and an uppercut to the body. Counter left shot to the gut from AK. You gotta be careful punching to the body on the Weasel because he packs an absolute wallop. And if he catches you clean while punching low, he will ring your bell. Big right hand, though, from AK. 1-2. Another big right hand upstairs lands for AK. Oh, a beautiful counter left hook from AK. He blasts the head kick. Weasel had hit the deck there, but he gets right back to his feet and right back in the pocket. 2 minutes in, and Wheezy lands another big right hand. Both guys are head hunting. Uppercut on the block. Right hand lands flush. Weasel pushing forward as he's known to do. Beautiful slip hook by the Weasel. Body kick lands by AK. Teep kick from the Weasel to create a little bit of space. Left hook lands flush. Oh, a left hook lands flush by AK. He's putting on the combos. Slip hook at the off time and hook sits Weasel down. He pushes him. He's got his back towards the cage. Big shot to the stomach. Weasel, oh my goodness. Weasel threw an uppercut. AK slipped it and cracked him, and Weasel went face down. My goodness, what a shot by AK as he lands the biggest win in his young SVG career. Slipped his head off the center line and ba-boom! Weasel was out before he hit the floor. His face just went right off the mat, out cold, like Justin Gagey when he was knocked out by Max Holloway. Just kadang! My goodness. He still has not moved. He is still down bad. Oh, they picked him up. Well, Herb D has got them both by the wrist. Weasel has no idea where he is right now. AK shaking his hand, very proud of himself, and it's just a formality now. And how about that? 4 wins in a row for AK as he comes surging up the rank. He was ranked number 13 coming into this one, taking on number 5, and he got it done within a round. I mean, you want to talk about impressive, there it is. My goodness, take notice. This kid is a contender. Wow. Well, hopefully Wheezy's okay to come back and do the rest of the commentary. But I got to go handle my fight, so sit tight. I'm going to show you how it's done.
Up next, we got the Great M. Jada versus Petite Reese.
All right, we got another exciting one here. We got the Great M. Jada taking on Petite Reese. in what is sure to be, you know, an action-packed fight here. Both these guys love to brawl, love to be exciting fighters. MJ working for that takedown early here, and he gets it. Well done. You know, plenty of time to work here with 4.5 minutes left in this first round. You can kind of oppose his will if you'd like. Posture's up here. Hook to the body, hook upstairs, another one upstairs. All the shots ring out there, but Petit Reese able to, you know, use that advantage and get back up to his feet. Nice deny. To the body here. Nice hook. Another hook gets through. Straight hook, straight. Petit Reese is getting caught by some of these shots early on, but MJ gets a few in return. One to the body there. These guys are getting after it. Ooh, nice slip uppercut there by Petit Reese. Another takedown attempt, but it's denied well by here by Petit Reese. And he's looking for the standing guillotine. Pulls him down. MJ's able to pop his head out and able to get half guard out of it. But Petit Reese able to sweep him right on over. Side control gain there by Petit Reese. We haven't really seen a lot of this out of Petit Reese being on the ground much. He's more one of those guys that likes to be one of those exciting kickboxers and stuff like that, whereas MJ's very well-rounded. He likes to brawl, but he loves being on the ground as well. Petit Reese able to posture up here, and he does the movement over into side control. Call that the smoochy pass around here. Oh, big straights coming in there. That's huge there for Petit Reese. Well done. MJ able to grab his back with a stamina advantage here. Let's see if he tries to attack. And he does. He gets a rear naked choke. He's got a little bit of a stamina advantage. Let's see if he can get this choke off here. Nice deny by Petit Reese. Doing a little rolling out of it, and Petit Reese is able to pop out of it into the guard. They'll let stamina recover here most likely. Elbows coming in from the bottom, a little pity pat. Posture up here. Stands back up. A body kick on the get up there. Ooh, nice hook gets through. Two to the body by MJ there. And a teep kick. Petit Reese going for that head kick, but no cigar. Nice pull to the body. Nice body kick there. Ooh, nice slip. Petit Reese was looking for that elbow, but MJ was out of range, was able to punish him for it. Takedown attempt here. Well defended by Petit Reese to end the round. Excellent round by both these guys. These guys, you know, getting after it, pushing quite the pace here in this first round. I'd be shocked if this thing went with the entire distance with the way these guys are fighting. With that being said, I mean, a very competitive round. I think it was a Petit Reese round, but I mean, I'm not mad either way it goes. At the judges give this round to MJ. As you can see, a nice body shot comes in there, and in return, MJ feeds a little hook. Now we're about to get started with the second round. Herb Dean points at both the fighters, and they're off here. Little glove touch to go. Little knee stomp, uppercut. Nice uppercut there. Slip hook, but MJ eats a hook in return for that. Clinch here. Two to the body. Uppercut to exit, but Petit Reese is defending things well right now. Ooh. Nice little trade there, but MJ's able to get him to the ground. And this is exactly where MJ wants to be, but nice deny by Petit Reese. He's looking for the sweep, and he catches MJ off guard and gets the sweep, and now he's in full guard. Nice deny as well. Petit Reese is really showing off his ground game a bit here. We haven't seen much of it. MJ gets Petit Reese to the cage, takes his back. He's looking to get his back, but nice defense there by Petit Reese, but MJ chains it together. And MJ loves this position. He can really work off of this. He look for attacks, but once again, you know, Petit Reese is defending things well. Tap taparoo here. little backside control action here. Petite Reese goes to stand back up, and he gets back up. MJ's looking to drag him down, and he does not get it. Nice defense by Petite Reese. 2 to the body. Ooh! Nice little trade there. Oh, double uppercut by Petite Reese. He shoots one upstairs, and he shoots a takedown, and he gets it. He's looking for a little Kimura action here. Chains it to knee on belly, and now he's in side control. Defense, way to buck out of those elbows there in side control. Guard recovered. MJ postures up here. He gets one. He breaks his posture to keep position. Oh, armbar attempt here. And stamina's close. MJ able to return to full guard here. Excellent submission defense. Both these guys working the pity pat, trying to build up that GA here. Posture up by MJ. Good shots on him, but Petite Reese able to stand back up. Ooh, nice hook there. An elbow and a big uppercut. Oh my goodness, he drops him. He's looking for the head kick on the get up, but it's just a little bit slow in return. And that's going to be the end of the round. That was an excellent round by both guys. I think that's a 2-0 for Petite Reese. I think he had a great second round there. He got a few rocks, and he got a drop there at the end of the round. So we're going to have to see moving forward if MJ's likely going to be having to look for a finish here. Petite Reese has done a good job of defending a lot of what MJ has been throwing at him, and he's been able to defend well on the submission attempts. And he's even thrown out a submission attempt of his own. So we'll see if MJ can make an adjustment here in the third round as they touch gloves and they're off. Ooh, nice slip hook here. 2 to the body. He is hurt. My goodness. Petite Reese is looking for a finish here. Oh, another hook gets through here. Oh my goodness, another uppercut rocks MJ. He's working those high-low combos right now. Trying to keep MJ guessing. Oh my goodness, what a shot. He is pouring it on here in this third round, but we know MJ. He's not a guy who's going to give up as another hook comes in and rocks MJ. You got to kill this guy to get him out of here. And as I say that, my goodness, what a finish by Petite Reese. This man, you know, what a fight on his part. He came out here and he stood with one of the, you know, the giants of the league, you know, former 2-time champion that MJ is here, and he put him out cold, you know. It's one of those fights, man. It's a big in name value that this win's going to go a long way, and I'm sure he's got a big fight coming to him here soon, you know. He's been, ever since coming in the league, he's been one of the most exciting fighters, and nobody could take that from him. He's thrown out some crazy kicks. He's shown off his stand-up game, and here he showed off how well-rounded he is. And if you're going to make a big push in this league, that's what you got to be. With that being said, we know who MJ is. He's fought in every UFC 5 card. And, you know, win, lose, or draw, this guy, you know, he comes out for a war, and that's what he put on. So another excellent fight as Herb Dean raises the hand of Petite Reese. With that being said, man, you know, big fight coming for Petite Reese more than likely in the future here. And it's going to be exciting to see what's next for him. With that being said, we've got a couple more fights left to go, and I can't wait for him. So let's get after it.
Up next, we got Goldberg versus Hoo Hoo. All right, Wheezy, co-main event of the night, and we got the Egyptian Destroyer taking on one of the hotter fighters in the league, as we got Hoo Hoo versus Goldberg.
Yeah, this is going to be an exciting fight. Both these guys, these guys love to put on a fight for the fans, and it's going to be an exciting one for sure.
Goldberg working that boxing as he's been known to do. He has a good wrestling game to go with it. Hoo Hoo very well rounded, but known for his sniper-like kickboxing. He will pick you apart. Big shot to the gut by Hoo Hoo. Goldberg fires back with one of his own. Fakes downstairs and throws a hook upstairs to Hoo-Hoo. 1-2 lands, but a lead hook by Goldberg. Another lead by Goldberg gets through. Head kick by Hoo-Hoo, but he was a little close on the range. He didn't get full impact of that one.
And early on, Hoo-Hoo's just using some excellent footwork to try to stay out of the way of the big power of Joe Goldberg here.
Oh, and right as you said it, the big power gets through. Goldberg hit him with a big uppercut, and he sat Hoo-Hoo down. An excellent moment early for Goldberg.
Yeah, and that's huge. He's trying to put on that pressure now. He's trying to use that advantage that he's kind of gained up.
Big uppercut just lands for Hoo-Hoo. Rips a shot to the stomach, does Hoo-Hoo. Double jab. Lead hook. Goldberg fires him to the gut.
Yeah, and Goldberg's just trying to stand on Hoo-Hoo's feet here.
Deep kick got through and rocked him right back. That's one rock each now, but Goldberg had Hoo-Hoo hit the deck, so he's probably still a little ahead on the judges' scorecards. Big shot to the stomach by Goldberg. Big left hand by Hoo-Hoo. Pulls back the
these
kick.
guys are getting after it.
Yeah. Oh! Goldberg ducks into an uppercut from Hoo-Hoo. Hoo-Hoo's putting those combos together. Rip to the gut. Another shot to the stomach. And a kick to the stomach now.
And with Hoo-Hoo being southpaw, that body kick is open.
Left hook lands flush. Left hook to the gut this time. Knee to the gut. Hoo-Hoo is really picking apart that stomach. Both guys staying just out of range and trying to close the distance with big shots. Final
these
30
guys
seconds.
Using some excellent footwork.
Beautiful kick by Hoo-Hoo to the stomach, lands flush. Goldberg is looking a little winded here. He's used a big chunk of stamina.
Yeah, and you know what? When you push a pace like that, it's going to be one of those things.
Crane kick at the end of the round, but it doesn't get through. Very close round and a tough one to call. I mean, Goldberg had Hoo-Hoo hit the deck with that big uppercut, but Hoo-Hoo rocked Goldberg multiple times. So, I mean, take your pick with that one.
Yeah, it's one of those situations. It's going to be one of those things where our judges are most definitely smoking crack, and Herb Dean probably won that round.
Knee to the gut by Goldberg. Nice right hook lands from Hoo-Hoo.
Who's doing an excellent job of just kind of picking his shots here.
1-2 down the pipe from Goldberg. Working behind that jab. Right hook, left hook. Nothing gets through. Both men land a hook. Left on the block. Uppercut on the block. Hoo-Hoo lands a beautiful left hand there.
Ooh, nice hook gets through there.
Beautiful kick. Big uppercut from Hoo-Hoo.
And this is what Goldberg needs to do. He needs to try to cut off that cage so that way...
nice left hand. Lands flush for Hoo-Hoo. 1-2. Nice left
nice
hand.
elbow.
Drops Goldberg. Body kick. Another body kick. And a knee this time. Goldberg keeps stepping on to big shots.
Ooh. And Hoo-Hoo's doing an excellent job of just defending a lot of what Goldberg's been throwing, and that's the reason why Goldberg's stamina is so low.
Oh, Hoo-Hoo leans back, and Goldberg smokes him with an overhand. Hoo-Hoo has a chin to steel, though, and he takes the follow-up shots.
And that's just that big power of Goldberg that he's got. You got to be careful.
Big body kick. Oh, left hand
nice.
cracks him 2 to the butt or 2 to the gut there from Hoo-Hoo. An uppercut sits him down. Goldberg flops face down. Hoo-Hoo's in full mount. 2 left hands. He's firing lefts. He fires an elbow, but Goldberg able to get it out underneath it. 15 seconds left here in the second round.
What a fight.
Absolutely, and Hoo-Hoo has turned it up here in the second. Multiple rocks and a big drop. My goodness.
Yeah, it's one of those situations, man. Hoo-Hoo did a great job of, kind of wearing Goldberg out for the most part, and now he's getting to a situation where he can come across more damaging shots because Goldberg can't defend as well with the lower stamina.
Yeah, well, those powerhouse too, they have less, they keep their power, but they have less stamina to put together those big combos as the fight goes on. Goldberg did have a drop that round, but Hoo-Hoo had a couple of them, so I would say a clear Hoo-Hoo round. It could be a round apiece right now, heading into the third and final.
And it's definitely one of those moments where, Hoo-Hoo can still be hurt. Oh my goodness.
One, two. Beautiful right hand from Hoo-Hoo. Teep kick from
nice
Hoo-Hoo.
teep kick. He's still on wobbly legs.
1-2 down the pipe from Goldberg. Big shovel uppercut.
Oh, he looked for that head kick. These guys have been trading all fight. Oh my goodness.
Uppercut from Goldberg.
And that's just that power.
Big uppercut rocks him. Hoo-Hoo's staying right on his heels. Left hook lands flush. Final 2 minutes of the third. Big overhand from Goldberg, but Hoo-Hoo ate it well.
This has been one hell of a co-main event. These guys have been trading all fight. I have no idea how these guys are still standing.
Yeah, Goldberg, though he's been hurt multiple times and is getting tired, is still moving forward and still trying to finish this fight. He is still trying to win. Hoo-Hoo looking to put the big fella out. Big right hand hurts him. Jab. Lead uppercut. Left hand sits him down. Body kick from Hoo-Hoo. Uppercut. Ripped to the stomach. 1-2.
Goldberg is exhausted.
Oh my! Goldberg threw the big overhand right. Hoo-Hoo blocked it and cracked him with a lead elbow and put the big fella down and out. Hoo-Hoo, the Egyptian destroyer, with another brutal knockout.
And that's just what he's known for. He's known for breaking down those opponents. Being very efficient with his strikes, and it goes to show, he found a finish there in that third round. Goldberg was exhausted, couldn't defend this strike, and, put him out cold. So excellent work there by Hoo-Hoo.
Yeah, fantastic work. I mean, veteran of the league. He's been around forever, since early in the UFC 4 days of the SVG League. Former champion of the league. Took a minor sabbatical, but he is back, and he has been on a hot streak. Make that 3 in a row, all by finish, and he's doing it against top guys. He just knocked out the #1 ranked guy. So, I mean, what more can you say? The Egyptian destroyer gets it done again.
Yeah, he's been up towards the top of the card ever since he started fighting here, and once again he shows it again. He's been he's right on the cusp of maybe a title shot.
All right, well, as good as that was, we got one fight left, and it's been going to be the dominant champion taking on a red-hot challenger. So, Wheezy, let's get to it.
Yep, let's go.
Up next for the SVG Championship, we got Doobie versus Smith.
All right, Wheezy, here we go. Main event, SVG War 60, Amsterdam, Netherlands. The dominant champ, Doobie, taking on the red-hot contender, second round Smith, a man with 21 fights who's finally getting his crack at gold.
Yeah, and he's been on a hot streak. He's definitely deserving of this title shot, and it's going to be exciting to see how he does.
2 to the gut by the champion. Smith steps away, and he recovers. Smith, a very patient fighter, so even if you do crack him, he won't necessarily jump right back in there. He will keep himself around.
Yeah, absolutely. He's one of those guys, once that second round comes, don't make a mistake, because he will take care of business.
Big right hand from the champion. 1-2, and Doobie cracks him back with an uppercut. Big uppercut from Smith, goodness. And he's got the champion hurt early, and he sits him down! Smith dives into the guard. He's looking for the finish. Big right hands. Doobie covers up, and he boiks it back into full guard. What a start to the fight for second round Smith.
Yeah, he's been, seen as kind of an underdog here versus a dominant guy like Doobie, who hasn't lost a fight in ages. So
yeah, understandably, right?
Yeah, and he's, that's an exciting start. That's a promising start for a guy like Smith. You can hurt the guy. Let's see if he can capitalize on it.
Well, especially when they call you second round Smith, you're known for your second rounds. If you get an early good start like this, you got to think the confidence is high for the young buck. And ever since he's knocked him down, he has still maintained that good position. Doobie now works his way back to his feet, and the champion is back at it, ready to try to make up for the lost ground. A pull and a big shot from the champion, and he had Smith rattled there.
Smith wisely, backing away to get his head health recovered.
Absolutely. Fires to the gut. Oh, he almost cracked Doobie going to the body again there, but the champ was able to get his hands up and block it just in time. Pulls and cracks him with another uppercut. That's twice it's landed. No rock as of yet, but he has been getting those little flashes.
Yeah, and that's going to be one of those situations. Smith has got to, be aware of that.
Jab work from the champion. Left hook lands flush for Smith. Teep kick thrown out there, but nothing for it. Big uppercut again. That backhand uppercut has been money for the champ.
Yeah, it's been there all fight. And that's a big power shot, you can kind of rely on that a little bit.
Kind of funny, the crowd here in Amsterdam is chanting USA to an English and a French fighter, but there you have it. They must be drunk.
They're having a good time here in Amsterdam tonight.
Can't get mad at them for that. Big uppercut from Doobie again. That right hand has been money. Oh, they exchange uppercuts.
But Smith has got to be careful,
But even still, this is good for him because just exchanging like this, he's still up that knockdown.
Yeah, absolutely. As long as he doesn't get hurt here in this last 5 seconds, it's round 1 to Smith.
There it is. End of the first round and a clear Smith first round. I mean, Doobie was having definite good moments there and good pockets of success, but that knockdown and follow-up shot was massive. Smith almost ended the fight in the first minute. I mean, my goodness.
Yeah, he found a really good counter shot in that first round. Knocked Doobie down. Followed up and tried to get the fight done. Wasn't able to, but going into the second round, this is what Smith's known for. So we'll see how the champion handles this test.
Yeah, second round well under the way, and Doobie blasts a teep kick off rip. Both been exchanged. A hook upstairs for the champion and a hook to the body from the challenger.
Yeah, it seems like the champion has definitely wore off a little bit of that wariness from that knockdown.
Well, he looked good after the knockdown. He looked like he had his legs under him and whatnot, and then another minute on the stool is only going to help that. And again, he's been champion now for so long. Multiple defenses to his name. I believe 4 already. I mean, the guy has just been fighting at the top level for so long. You're not going to, rock this guy mentally. He's just seen it all, done it all.
Right.
Big knee to the gut for the champion. Doobie still moving forward. Left hook on the block.
Yeah, Doobie is straight stalking right now.
Smith, though, has a good stamina advantage. If he could keep working this footwork to slow it down and pick his shot, especially like that to the gut, he could have something going for him in the long run. But first 5-round fight for Smith.
Doobie really hasn't had a fight go that far, has he?
No, he usually knocks people out before then.
Nice elbow there.
Clinch work by the champion. Gets him towards the cage. Fires one to the gut. Big uppercut.
Ooh,
And
nice
Doobie
uppercut.
rocks Smith. He's working the body. Moving forward. Just picking apart that body. Just picking at it. Knee to the gut. Hook upstairs.
And that's the dangerous game, man. He is so dangerous. He will find that shot. And then once he gets you hurt, he smells that blood and he tries to get the fight done as quick as possible.
Big uppercut for Doobie.
And Doobie started to work up a bit of a head health advantage here.
Left hand on the block. Big uppercut again for Doobs.
And like you said, it's kind of carried over here into the second round. That uppercut is still there.
Smith throwing everything on the block.
Ooh.
And a big counter shot to the stomach from Doobie. Knee to the gut. Make that 2 knees to the gut. And an elbow on the separation. Final 30.
Doobie has done an excellent job of reversing that stamina advantage that Smith once had.
Yeah, big time. And it's like Smith, a man known for the second round. It has not been a great second round for him. He gets rocked at the end of it. He's on rubbery legs, and he eats 3 massive shots to the gut as Smith puts his hands on his knees at the end of the round.
Yeah, that's one of those situations. That was a really, really good round by Doobie. You know, he reversed any advantage that Smith had, and now it's his advantage. You know, it's his fight to win here. But Smith, you know, he showed it in the first round. You know, he has a good opportunity to find that one shot.
Sign of respect by both fighters as they bow to one another, but the third round is underway, and once that bell starts, respect is pushed to the side as it's time to get violent. 2 knees to the gut. Uppercut to the stomach. Step back by the champion right after he throws. Big uppercut lands.
And that is quite a sizable head health advantage now in Doobie's favor.
Oh my, lead uppercut hurts him, and a left hook drops the challenger. Doobie's got him in a bad way. 2 to the gut. A big shot to the stomach. Smith is hurt, and 2 more, and just like that, and still, Doobie gets it done in violent fashion early in the third round.
Yeah, what can you say? This guy's just been just absolutely dominant. You know, he faced, some adversity there in the first. He was able to gather himself back up, and, he found a finish there in the third round. So, excellent work by Doobie.
Yeah, I mean, and you want to talk about a dominant champion. I mean, that is his 5th title defense now, Weasel. The kid has come into the league and put it on notice off rip. He had 1 minor slip-up in his early career. Other than that, it has been utter domination as he gets himself another finish in a championship fight. And as I said, 5 title defenses. Most guys don't even defend the belt once. It's a very hard thing to do. This guy is making a name for himself as the most dominant champion we have had here in SVG War 5 or SVG War UFC 5.
Yeah, this guy, is absolutely no joke. I stepped in there, and got knocked out myself. So he's super dominant. This guy's got all the talent that he needs to have to go on, even a deeper run that he currently is. We've got a crazy chasing pack though,
Yeah,
gonna be exciting.
never a drought of contenders around here. There's always someone that wants to come along and knock your block off. That is for sure. But I mean, shit. Up until this point, he's been taking on all comers, and he's been passing with flying colors. So nothing but maximum respect to our champion Doobie, who gets it done again. But all in all, Weasel, another great night. SVG War 60. That's 60 cards in the books. That's a nice milestone for us over here at SVG. Started almost 3 years ago now. Still going strong. Better than ever. And, I mean, I don't know what else to say, Weezy. Great card, great fights, great fighters, great fans. I don't know, man. Nothing but good stuff on the horizon for SVG.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been super exciting, putting together 60 cards. I've been, been here around for it for a large chunk of it, and I thank everybody that fights and watches these fights and supports these guys that go out there and put their time on the line there. So, big thank you to all that. But on to the next.
Yeah, always moving forward. We will have another fantastic card for you 2 weeks from now, as we always do. But for now, SVG War 60, Amsterdam, Netherlands. Wheezy, time to say goodbye to the people.
All right, peace out, everybody. I'll see you guys in a couple weeks.
We are out of here. Take care, y'all.